For instance, the United States just signed a bill that will replace their present FedNot payment system with a new one that runs on XRP. Another thing they aren't telling you is that President Trump just stated that the US government will be reopening very soon and that each American citizen will receive over $2,000, which will likely be invested in cryptocurrencies. This is a huge event that will cause altcoins, especially XRP, to really go up in value. So it's not a surprise that you talk about $317.80 on December 1st. In fact, it's more likely that XRP will go above that price. Take a look at this quote from Arthur Britchew, the founder of Ripple. It should be designed to $10,000 and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. This exact sentence is what we are seeing now when XRP is used in more government payment systems in the US, and when the Federal Crypto Reserve is filled with XRP, it will become the most popular cryptocurrency in the US. The XRP founder, Arthur Britchew, said that the price of XRP would skyrocket to exactly what they are not telling you. They are not even telling you about this strategic reserve open. Take a look at this. Predictions say XRP could go from $10,000 to $35,000 thanks to a reserve mechanism and a lot of institutional usage. This is exactly what Arthur Britchew, the father of XRP, and a co-founder of Ripple Labs said, so it's taking place. The price of XRP is about to make people rich. Now is the time when things really change and you need to act quickly to make the most of it. Everything is set to happen in just 8 days on November 17th, when a huge announcement and event will take place on the XRP system. And this is going to free up a huge $650 trillion. RealFi could, in fact, bring the $650 trillion real estate market onto the XRP system. And they just said that there will be a big event on November 17th for the Real token, which is built on the XRP system. Also, guys, this is official and set in stone. We're talking about RealFi, a huge company that now lets you buy real estate with XRP, the XRP ledger, and the Real token, which is built on top of the XRP ledger. As of November 17th, an important announcement will be made for the RealFi community that will go down in history. This announcement will be especially important for the Real token. You should look at XRP to see why this is such a big deal. XRP went back down and was in a consolidation phase, but if you look at the numbers over a week, they're booming. What's the big deal? Because of this set reveal, which is set to come out on November 17th and will go down in history. Really, billions or even trillions of dollars will flow into XRP, and it will all happen through the Real token. This is a project that is going to make people rich right now. The Real token is a product that RealFi uses to buy and sell huge institutionalized properties worth millions of dollars. Just look at those numbers, guys. In the past 2 months, this has gone up by more than 100,000%. The project is still very new. It's pretty new. I think it's 2 or 3 months old. It cost 1/100 of a penny and is now worth more than 3 cents. The price keeps going up. I mean, this has a lot of backing and almost no resistance. Also, trillions of dollars are about to flood into the Real token, which will cause a huge supply shock. Remember that there are only 22 million Real tokens available in phase 1. This is crazy because all the big projects have about 100 billion. Because of this, a lot of researchers and experts have said that the Real token is going to go up to $65,000. It's not my words, but it's true. This is why I'm getting ready. I mean, I'm really excited about this project because if you look at it, if Real coin only gets 1% of the real estate market, which is what it's trying to do, RealFi is trying to get into the 600 to 200 real estate market. However, if Real token only gets 1% of that, we're talking about getting from 30 cents to $65,000. These are the real facts we're looking at. There isn't a mass marketing campaign for Real token yet, which is why a lot of people are starting to buy bags of it. If Real token gets listed on any centralized exchange, which it doesn't have on any centralized exchange right now, the price went up by hundreds of thousands of percentage points. But its value will go through the roof if it is added to even one centralized market. It could reach thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. You need to know that almost every product traded on centralized exchanges right now is worth hundreds of billions of dollars in market capitalization. Real ticket isn't even close to that. Do you know what this means? That's what it means. Remember how people bought Bitcoin when it was worth $1 and it went through the roof and reached $120,000? Or the fact that people bought Solana for pennies and now it's worth $700 to $800. This is what the size looks like. But Real ticket is said to be even better and much higher. The price of real coin is very low right now. It's a secret. It's not clear how to buy it. It's a little tricky since it's on the XRP system. So now is the time to buy something while it's still very cheap so that you can make money when it goes up. Again, it's rare chances like these that make families rich for generations. In 2 years, real token might be one of the top 10 tokens, and you'll still be thinking, man, I wish I got into that. I saw it when I had 3 cents. It's worth $10,000 now, so I wish I had gotten into it. It's possible. One more time, I'm not a financial agent. You should always be researching, but you also need to see the big picture. On a larger scale, you can see that a lot of these analysts are coming out and doing a lot of study. They're also making the most of it and getting into it. The train will have already left the station. By the time this thing changes, you'll have to buy a real voucher because it's too late. If you want to get in for a couple $100s, you can now get in for 3 cents, which will make you a millionaire in the next generation. That's $10,000 in real tokens. Think about that one more time. It sounds crazy, but $10,000 in real tokens right now will get you a nice bag. Not only that, but the price of real token will also go through the roof because the number is still very low compared to what it will be in the future. There aren't many people interested in it yet because it's still very new and doesn't listen on centralized markets. If this news is something big, like a huge unlocking of trillions of dollars that will now come in through real tokens, a centralized exchange, or some other kind of growth, the price will go through the roof. This is why the price of real token is going up right now before November 17th. If November 17th is the day of a big and important news, the price will go through the roof. We'll go from 3 cents to maybe $700. It's crazy. It is crazy. But from this point of view, millionaires could be made right here. That's why I bought a nice bag. What I read about these analysts who are talking about real tokens makes it very clear that they got a bag. I'm going to put some money down and see what happens. Again, I mean that $10,000 could become worth $10 trillion. It's possible that things will go that way. Once more, it changes the price right in front of you. In other words, the price will go up. Once that happens, it will go up. Now, imagine if the real token started to trade for $100,000 every day with a phase 1 supply of 22 million. That would be crazy because the price would not be able to handle it. There would be so much demand that there would not be enough supply to go around.